Hello and welcome to this demo video. This video is for the Facebook Analytics report. Now what this is a standalone spreadsheet, but it's also part of a series of spreadsheets, which is the social media reports. But regardless of which one whether you're using this other spreadsheet or whether you're just using the Facebook one, you first of all need to put in the start month and the start year. So if you click on there and select, you can select your start month. Now my financial year runs from May, so I've started from May 2017. The only thing you need to remember here, you can start any month, any year. The only thing you need to remember is that if you are using the social media report, all your different reports all have to line up with the same financial year. Because obviously this spreadsheet, the social media report spreadsheet will be over one financial year, so all these need to be the same year. You can't have them all starting on different dates; it won't work. But if you're not using the social media report, you can use any year here. That's not a problem. But the spreadsheet will last for a year, and then you'll need to use a new one. So if you keep a blank copy, you can use a new one each year. Put your company name in over here. It doesn't go anywhere. It just uses on the spreadsheet, so you don't need to worry about it going online or anything like that. It doesn't. It will stay on this. Just go to the different reports. Now I'm going to show you how to get the data for this, because this data needs to come from your Facebook page. So if you go to your Facebook page, as you can see ours over here, and you click on Insight, you go to Export Data, Page Data. Now I've already got until the end of August, so I need to get September. So I go from the 1st of September to the 30th of September. What I suggest you do, I'll show you why in a second, but Facebook is a little bit confused. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go from August, and I'm going to go from, see, the 31st of August. This is where it's getting confused. I'll show you what happens in a second. If you go from 31st of August to October the 1st, go one day either side, and click OK, and then say Export Data. And so now your download has started. Now Facebook is quite volatile. Sometimes they seem to change this layout around all the time, which is a bit of a pain. I'll show you what to do if that is the case. But when we open that, you see that starts to flash. But anyway, and here's your export. Now, click Enable Editing so that it enables the different formatting, because otherwise everything's just text and it won't work. Now, what I do with Facebook is I first of all highlight the data, and I go to Sort, so it puts it somewhat in date order. It doesn't actually get it right for some reason, which is rather irritating. But now if we go to, you see it's got the last 2 days of August, whereas we asked it to get the last day, and it only goes up to the end of September. Because what's happened here, for some reason, is that actually Facebook seemed to get the dates wrong. So that's why we put in the extra dates. So all I do now is to highlight these 2 rows, clear contents. I drag that run down, and then I highlight that data, copy, and paste it into the Facebook data. Now you can see there I've got until the end of August. Paste values. Never normal paste. If you do normal paste, you'll ruin the spreadsheet because you paste in the formatting from the previous spreadsheet. Always paste values. In any of these spreadsheets, whenever you're copying and pasting anything into a spreadsheet that Spreadsheet Solutions have made, use paste values. Paste in there. Now we've got the 1st of September, 2nd of September, down to the 30th September. So you've got September in to the spreadsheet. And what's happened now is if we click on the Facebook report, or before we do that, let's just have a look at this paste page. On the data that you've got here, it goes up to column EI. On your spreadsheet at the moment, it goes up to column EJ, which is fine because we've got an extra column on the side here just for some padding. So that's all right. But if Facebook go and change this around, very often what they'll do is they'll just for no reason change the layout of this sheet. If you're stuck and they've changed it and you won't let you paste in here, then all you do is make sure you just paste the blue columns. The black columns aren't being used. So there's a lot of data here, most of which is not actually being used there's an odd blue column every now and then. Now the blue ones of the blue headers are actually being used in the spreadsheet. So those are the ones that you need to make sure have been pasted. So if all else fails, just copy each column at a time and put them in the respective columns and make sure the blue ones are in. If the black data is not there, it's not there, it doesn't matter. But once you've got that data in obviously all in the correct columns, and you click on your Facebook report, now it gives you a breakdown of your impressions, new likes, less unlikes, and page engagement and content clicks and all the rest of it over each of the month. So each month you paste in, it then adds a new month on. So you can get an idea of how your impressions, you can see my impressions are going up and up and up. The page engagement is kind of fluctuating a little bit. And you can also see that here the total page likes, it was kind of flat, and now it's slowly starting to creep upwards against your page engagement. So that's just a very quick report based on your Facebook data that you put in. But now where this really starts to get valuable is when you can actually export to the social media report, export. Now you can get the social media report. If you click on that, there's an option to sign up for our email, which will give you a link to the free download of this document. And essentially what you do then is copy this data, paste it into the social media report, and you'll do this for Facebook, for LinkedIn, for Twitter, for Google Analytics, and for YouTube. And then you can actually assign points to all of these actions, and you can compare all the different social media platforms to see how you know, which one's obviously more valuable to you and how your marketing efforts are going. So I hope that this is easy enough to understand. Just keep in mind this page here, Facebook do change the layout. As long as the data is being copied and pasted for the blue columns, it will work. If all else fails, do that manually. But if Facebook is the same layout, if the layout does change, we'll obviously come back and change this layout. But then just copy the data, paste it into here. Just make sure you've got the correct dates. And with Facebook, that means maybe just adding on a date, at least at the beginning. Sorry, at least at the end. Sorry, at least at the end, add on an extra date, and that will give you the correct data. So I hope that this has proven valuable to you, and I wish you all the best with your marketing. Thank you. Goodbye.